The moment in which Pearl dramatically insists that Hester resumes wearing the Scarlet Letter A demonstrates one of the conflicted themes of the novel about the authoritarian imposition of the law and the willing subjection to it, or even the embodiment of it. Strange, very strange, and we see this kind of subjection to wrong laws even today in our societies. Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to American literature with the Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and the version in my hands is published by Norton Critical Editions, which is a nice and perfect version of the novel, including a bunch of critical studies about the novel and also other writings written by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This is perfect. I love it. Ironically, it is a novel in which, in terms of action, nothing happens, but it initiates a distinctive American literary tradition, especially in the case of symbolism. The story of the novel is simple, and the focus is on Hester Prynne's sin of adultery and the Scarlet Letter A on her chest as a sign of this sin. But no reader will be convinced by such short and simple plot, and this heightens the level of ambiguity in the novel. What is the symbolism of that letter A? Adultery? America? Abel? Or even the ambiguity I just mentioned? The result of that adultery is a baby girl named Pearl, and this name seems to be symbolic as well. And the novelist describes this character as something non-human, fairy-like and heavenly. So it seems that the story is abundant with symbols, and the reader must ponder upon these symbols to encode the meaning of the text. We have Hester Prynne as the central character of the novel, who is married to Roger Chillingworth in England, and then they moved to America. After 2 years being far from her husband, Hester committed adultery with the Reverend Arthur Dimmesdale, and Pearl is the result of that adultery, a baby girl. The punishment of such crime in a Puritan society is of course death, but the authorities sentenced her to wear a Scarlet Letter A on her clothing for the rest of her life. After years, with the confession of Arthur, death of Chillingworth, and also the implied marriage of Pearl, Hester is accepted and even highly valued in the community of that society, and she continues to wear that Scarlet Letter A. The role of a shameful character changes by the end of the novel to an important figure in preserving peace and stability of the community. And this is what really happens in the plot of the story, but there are details and also symbols in the novel which we need to ponder upon. By the way, my name is Sohail, and if you're interested in topics related to literature, reading, literary criticism, and so on, hit that subscribe button to watch my future videos as well. And like this video if you think it adds value so far. When I finished the novel, the very first question I asked was about Hester Prynne. Why she continues wearing that Scarlet Letter? The moment in which Pearl dramatically insists that Hester resumes wearing the Scarlet Letter A demonstrates one of the conflicted themes of the novel about the authoritarian imposition of the law and the willing subjection to it, or even the embodiment of it. Can we say that the symbol of the Scarlet Letter changes throughout the novel? There are lots of answers to this question, but Hawthorne leaves this open by the end of the novel. My personal thought is that it's all about Hester herself and the true character she has. She's a good character, she's a good mother, and we feel sympathy towards her because we know that, we readers know that she's innocent. So I can conclude from this novel that the true character of everyone will finally reveal itself one day, and everyone will understand that true character. The Scarlet Letter A is also the identity of Hester, and removing it means to remove a part of her past. So she is what she is, and she is not going to escape from that past experiences she had. This kind of behavior is so special that people start to love her and accept her among themselves as a strong and good-natured woman. But we are not still sure about this because Hawthorne seems to love this kind of ambiguity I'm creating in my mind. The novel is ambiguous in many respects. We don't know about the character of Dimmesdale, we don't know about the fate of Pearl, and we are not even sure about the narrator of the story because he uses contrasting sentences about this kind of narration, and it seems that ambiguity is not only a theme of this novel but also a kind of writing technique. Now that we talked about the symbolism in this novel, it is important to mention here that many critics believe that this novel, The Scarlet Letter, is the first symbolic novel in the American literature. I'm not going to talk about all the symbols in this novel because this novel is full of symbols, but we are going to talk about the most influential ones in the story. The title of the novel, The Scarlet Letter A, which is shown in this cover A, the red A, is for sure the most important symbol of this novel, and as I said, the meaning changes from adultery to Abel throughout the novel. The symbol of the Scarlet Letter is more complex than that, and we can discuss about it from different perspectives. If we look at it, for example, from a social perspective, we can say that the letter A is the sign of a society in which people are marked and they are treated according to that mark, and nobody cares about the reality and truth behind that character. Another symbol which is very important is the name of the daughter, Pearl. Like the Scarlet Letter, Pearl can be a kind of alive sign of that adultery between Hester and Dimmesdale, and she can be both a punishment and a blessing for her mother at the same time. The characterization of Pearl is very special. It is only after Dimmesdale is revealed to be her father that she can become fully a human, and before that she is only the sign of her mother's sin. Knowing her father, Pearl finds her true identity, and now she can live independently from her mother. Another important point about the character of Pearl is that she is not amenable to the laws of the community like her mother, but her characterization is brighter than her mother, and it seems that she can also be the symbol of the next generation. And Hawthorne is hopeful about the future transformation of America into a more passionate and lovely place. We can also look at this novel from the point of view of the women issues and the importance of female freedom. We have the character of Hester, who makes her own decisions and is able to take care of herself and her daughter alone. She violated the social expectations the community had for women and follows her heart to have sex with Dimmesdale. And when they sentenced her to wear the Scarlet Letter, she was liberated from social structures and expectations and also the ideologies. Although Hester finally comes back to the community and lives a humble life by abandoning some of her independent and free-thinking ways, but it is the character of Pearl who is the sign of the next generation of women who lives and proves that women can live as strongly as men do. Well, this is the end of this book review, and I'm sure this video suits both students of literature and also the common readers we have around the world. So start reading this amazing masterpiece and enjoy the pure literature and beautiful literature it depicts. Thanks for watching. Take care.